Hello everyone. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to walk you guys through on how to add off canvas. So what does off canvas means is that let me just give you a demo. So when I click on this particular button right here, you're able to find a drawer just gone into the page. So on my left hand side right here, this is a simple off canvas demo that I would like to walk you guys through on how are we able to implement this into our website. So basically, let's say if I were to click any of the particular button right here, as you can see, this is a link, and by the way, this is a button. By the way, both ways we are able to implement a particular off canvas. So besides that, not just we are able to have this particular drawer to be coming from our left hand side, we can also make the particular drawer to come from the top right here. All you have to do is just need to be replacing this particular off canvas top, this dash top right here, with the direction that we would like to have it from. For example, this is, in this case, it says top. So since it's top, we're allowed to have it from right, so we put end. It's just basically like the padding that we have seen in the previous videos, where when we put PE, which stands for padding end, it comes from our right hand side right here. So when you put end, you will have your off canvas coming from your right hand side like this. And besides that, you also happen to have off canvas bottom just by placing bottom like this. And when you click bottom, you will have this particular off canvas coming from the bottom right here. And besides that, we can also optionally actually add or remove the backdrop. And let's say this particular off canvas right here, we can actually scroll in the background. But when we added backdrop, we can't actually scroll like this. So as you can see, I'm actually scrolling my mouse, but I'm not actually able to scroll this particular page. And we can actually enable both scrolling and backdrop by actually having both of them to be like this. And this is a demo. So how are we able to enable backdrop and scrolling at the same time? It's just by having, as you can see right here, it says data bootstrap scroll. This is when we would like to have it scrollable, and data bootstrap backdrop to be false when we don't want backdrop. But let's say if you would like to have both of them to be true, we can just say back data bootstrap scroll to be true at the same time, and we can just leave out this particular data bootstrap backdrop to be just as it is, because by default backdrop is default will be true. So we don't need to be adding anything. We would like to implement backdrop, and those are the basic idea of how to implement off canvas drawer in Bootstrap. So let's actually make use of this particular off canvas in our website. And in our web page right here, we would like to have it something like a button that we can just click on it, and that particular drawer should just opens up on our right hand side right here. Let's create a button first, and in our code right here, I have to add like another new button right below the first anchor tag right here. So I have to copy, and I have to make another new anchor tag. And this guys, I like to add like a learn more hyperlink. So once we added this particular anchor tag right here, I like to see it, how does it look in our website. So as you can see, we don't actually able to make it look like a, so I like to give some class to make it have it a better position. So first of all, I like to add href first. So in this case, let's say a simple href, and that would be a blank href like this, just by pressing this hash symbol. So you're able to have this particular, all this hyperlink properties. And besides that, I like to add like a class name to this particular anchor tag as well, to make it, to give more positioning styling properties. So in this, first of all, I like to add padding. And so yeah, I'll just like to give like a padding of 2 like this. So p-2, you'll be able to have this particular position to be placed right here. And I don't want that to be any underline to be placed here as well. So in this case, I have to add text, decoration, and none. So by having that, you're able to have no underlines will be having, as long it just looks like a simple hyperlink like this. And next up is like I like to make it to be have that particular trigger to be called, so that we can actually make a drawer to be the off canvas drawer to be open. So first of all, I like to go to this particular example that we have seen right here. Of course, we need to be having data bootstrap toggle off canvas. This is exactly what we want the button to do, is to trigger off canvas. And of course, the href is also important, so we can just replace the one that we have already did. And this particular href is calling a particular off canvas with this particular ID, and the role is button. And of course, area controls is off canvas example. So this is actually the fundamental. These are the 3 main triggers that we need to make that particular off canvas to show. So I like to copy all of this and all the way up to, yeah, just copy whatever is after class name. So I like to copy this, and inside my code right here, I like to replace this particular href with what you have just copied. So I just like to paste it like this. So as long as we happen to have data, bootstrap toggle, href, role, and area controls, this is the basic way of how to implement Offcanvas. Now next thing is we need to be having that particular Offcanvas drawer itself. So I like to place it right here. So first of all I like to go to the particular documentation, and I would like to copy this particular Offcanvas itself. So as long as you're able to have this particular Offcanvas to be pasted in our website, you'll be able to have that particular button to call this particular Offcanvas on my left hand side right here. And there you go. That's how simple it is to actually implement Offcanvas into our website. So we can also have this particular Offcanvas to be placed in all the 4 sites just by replacing this particular Offcanvas dash start with, actually let's say if you like to add it end, so that you can actually make it to be placed on my right hand side like this. And of course we can also change it to top, and that will eventually make that particular Offcanvas to start from the top right here. And we can also add it to the bottom like this. Once we add the bottom, we are able to have this particular Offcanvas to be coming from the bottom right here. So I just like to stick with having it on my right hand side right here. So I'll place end so that I'll be able to have it placed on a really common way to be placed. And there you go. And that's the end of this particular part of the video. And I hope you are able to have some basic idea on how you're able to make use of Offcanvas in Bootstrap. And thanks for watching. Let's catch up on the next one.